Whew. It's a hot one. No rest for the farmer. 1 o'clock, getting back at it. Daily grind. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for the like. No, thank you.
Yes.
No, thanks. Hindi salamat. Seems as if Baraka is coming to Malay. Hey, you want to ride? Okay. Din kumayan. Din kumayan.
Doon na. Sa beach lang.
Sa bed.
Meron pa sa ako. Isa pa.
Oh,
Walang pagbayad.
oh,
Walang pagbayad.
that's fine.
Deble. Ay, tablaan ko lang dyan. Boss. Bili ka rin. Bili. Alam yung beach man eh. Walang ba nakapagbayad. Sa hero eh. Nakalugto ba? Halo, itagbok lang. Oy. Oh, yun. Wala na po. Oh, wala dito. Oy.
Ingat.
Ingat din. Thank you, man.
Oh, free ride. Nothing beats it, right? It's good they got off there too, because I was about to go into the garden. These guys are traveling salesmen. Probably walked a couple kilometers already today. Wanted to sell me some of his goods. Not interested in buying stuff off the guys off the street. Typically it's not that good of a deal. But at least we were able to give him a little ride there. We don't ever give people rides, but whenever they ask, I guess. I was just watching listening to a podcast with Tucker Carlson and Russell Brand, two of the most interesting characters that have recently made the profession of Christ a real thing in their lives, and have become multimedia stars, having their own programs with millions of viewers. But good guys with really rough backgrounds, different walks of life, coming to the Lord. Always like to hear a good turnaround story. Tucker Carlson and Russell Brand both have those. So I was listening to the most recent podcast together. They're talking a lot about things of the future. What's the word I'm looking for? Prophecy. Hey, Chavez, what's up? Welcome, Future Farmer live stream. Best lettuce and chicken family vlog in Aklan. That's, again, thanks for the compliment, but there isn't very many other vloggers in Malai, so it's not much of a compliment. I'm doing great, Chavez. Thanks. Thanks for wishing me a good day, or a great day. We have a lot to accomplish here before 4 o'clock, and I'm not even sure where to start. My wife gets out of class at 4, and so we're gonna try to be there before 4, mostly because also my parents fly in on the 4:20 flight, so I got we loaded up with lettuce in the trike. We'll take the wife into town, sell some lettuce for tomorrow's market day on Saturdays, and then sounds like the hydroponics is starving for water again, which is interesting because it ran great this morning. So did we have a pipe burst? Or losing a lot of water in some spot maybe? I'm going to turn off this extra bed here, and hopefully that'll help with the water system, because the lettuce has all been eaten by chickens. The best Panay Island. Well, now that's a real stretch. Thank you, I appreciate that, because we got so many on Panay Island. We got Colonel, James and Karen, Gino, and so many more. Can't honestly think of all of them. Hey, Dominic, what's up? Were you the farmer before you went to the Philippines? I grew up on a dairy farm. Didn't do anything with large-scale chicken operation or hydroponics like we're doing here. So yeah, definitely was a farmer. Did the farmer life, but never to this degree. Or so we're gonna try to solve our problem a little bit here with switching that switch. It's really not going to make a big difference. We're going to need to add a pile of water to the system and get it back to where it needs to be. It's at 420 right now, which is just wild. I mean, it's jumping around, but that is not what we need. So we're going to go ahead and do some things to try to adjust that. They don't have lettuce chickens. Yeah. But yeah, I was a farmer before coming to the Philippines. Where are you watching from, Dominic? I feel like this is maybe not your first time, but yeah, that bridge doesn't look safe. I didn't see that comment. Let me switch to all comments here. Maybe we're missing quite a few. All right, I'll see you later, Chavez. Thanks for joining. God bless you, brother. Yeah, we've been getting quite popular the last couple of streams. So we're going to flip this switch here to not add it to this tank. Flip the switch here so that it'll go that way. Then we're going to flip this switch here, get the well to pump. And that's going to cause this to drip a little bit. But that's fine. We just need to get some water into this blue tank over here to filter to go to the hydroponics so it's starving, not starving for water much longer. Wait, you are a Christian? Oh yeah, of course, Chavez. I hope that's not offensive to you. Yeah, we're missionaries. Ag is my primary thing, but I am preaching this Sunday. No idea what I'm preaching on. Comment down below, what should I preach on? Did you do the plumbing yourself? This was mostly my dad. I do know how to do plumbing. I plumbed this in the other day because our other shut off busted. Wouldn't open and close. It's not even glued in there though, because this is an old nasty shut off, but it works. So we're using it for the time being. I'm Muslim. That's awesome. I mean, we hope that one day you'll consider being a Christian, but I mean, I love to have people with different opinions and different beliefs than myself on here so we can have positive conversation. I feel like Muslims and Christians don't have enough positive conversations. Team Jesus. Yeah, we are Team Jesus, but like I said, I don't mind someone in here with different opinions and beliefs than myself. I'm pretty sure everybody here probably has different beliefs and opinions than myself. So we found out that we need to get some pieces for these drains online. One of the other local farmers showed me his drain system, and it's so much nicer than ours. As you can see here, all that's left is mint that I just added because we didn't have space in hydroponics for it. Well, not all that's left. We have two out of 500 plus plants survived. I don't know why the chickens never bothered to eat this cup. They ate this cup and the lettuce a little bit, but it's still going. So the church sent you to the Philippines and then you stayed. I mean, my parents answered the call from God to come to the Philippines, but we were part of a church, and there is churches that support us. But oh, here's another one that's alive. We're gonna move these into the hydroponics. The other part where the chickens can't eat them. Not gonna make much of a difference. Probably not gonna do that well. Kind of really bummed about this whole chicken troubles. This one here has been eaten, but not all the way. So there's a possibility for recovery. But yeah, so yeah, we came here in 2012, and we're still here as missionaries, but I am here to stay. My favorite verse is Austin 3:16. Well, it's not in my Bible, but I appreciate you sharing. All right. Hello, I'm back. Hey, Finex. How's it going? Good to have you back. What team are you? Stone Cold Steve Irwin. See you later there, Chavez. God bless you. All right. So I got to figure out what lettuce I'm going to bring. And I think we're going to put it all in one area. So I can just come, snatch it, and go. We had a day that the pump wasn't working, and so we've got, I don't know, 50 heads of lettuce here that just withered up and died, which is horrible, but part of farming. So we're going to remove these. Maybe the chickens will be interested in eating what's left. They'll definitely eat the cups. I don't know about the lettuce. But yeah, I got to pick my dad up here at 4:20 at the airport. So we got a lot of work to get accomplished before he comes. That's a joke because I saw Stone Cold. Oh, I see what you're saying. Stone Cold's name is Steve Irwin. Stone Cold Steve Irwin, but Stone Cold Steve Austin is a WWE wrestler. Team Jesus, J-Boy. That's proud that you're also Team Jesus, Stone Cold, but I already knew that. Yeah, way too many of these did not make it through our plumbing incident. You guys want some dried lettuce leaves? They're probably pretty good for something. They're actually not that bad. No moisture. But it's not completely disgusting. It's actually looking like there's root rot. It wasn't a water problem, it was a hygiene problem. So maybe we need to take an opportunity to... I think that's what my dad's going to say when he gets here. He's kind of the captain of this ship. I'm just the first mate. Bro eating dried lettuce. I mean, I ate 45-day-old eggs before, J-Boy, for you, so I ain't past eating anything. But yeah, it looks like, if I had to guess, it's bacteria that ate away the roots. So we're going to go ahead and quarantine this bed, I think. Yeah, and like I was trying to say there, I need to get a bigger container so I can carry more than 4 at a time. I'm thinking my dad's going to say that this is going to be, he's going to get back here and we're going to put this lettuce on the expansion, and then we're going to do a hard reset on all of everything, which is fine because we got plenty of other people marketing lettuce this time of year. So we're not going to be missed by the demand. But then once everyone else stops, because it's no longer convenient to do lettuce in the raining season, we'll be running full bore at that point with 2,000 heads of lettuce at a time. But I had intended on selling all of the lettuce that's in this hydroponic greenhouse to the local fair. But when I showed up to the local fair last week to sell my lettuce, there was already 4 other vendors selling hydroponic lettuce. So competition is no longer scarce. It's actually kind of the exact opposite, whatever word you'd want to use. For Ginger, then Gilligan. Yeah. Gilligan from Gilligan's Island, is that the Gilligan you're speaking of? Alright, I'm gonna try to get this to have a good shot for you guys. You guys are walking. Yeah, you're a walking experiment. What else do you eat for content? I had balut the other night. Did you miss that, J-Boy? Alright, we're gonna turn the camera around. Good morning, Highlander. What's up? It's not morning here, but thanks for the good morning. But yeah, as you guys can see, we have quite a few dead lettuce. Some of these aren't dead, but they also might have the same problem that these other ones did. And we do have one solution for bacterial issues. And so they might be able to make some sort of recovery, but most likely not. Most likely we just lost another 1,000 pesos worth of cups, nutrients, seeds, and time. Because it doesn't cost us 1,000 to produce 1,000 pesos worth of produce, of course, because then we wouldn't be making any profit. But it pretty sad that we are losing plants. And if you look at the roots are supposed to be white, and they're not. So like I said, I think it's bacterial. And they weren't that bad 2 days ago. It's kind of just been the last 2 days. We had the pump go out for a day, and then I got it back up and operating, and now we're... Oh, data warning. I'm about to use 2 gigabytes worth of data since I got data earlier. So that's about right. I've been streaming for about 2 hours since earlier, so apparently the automatic alarm for data is at the gigs. I was going to say, well, we'll use these cups for mint and such, but if it's bacterial, we might need to soak them in bleach first. That balut was horrific. Yeah, sure was. Gilligan was the first mate. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Wow, one person is watching. Thank you. There we go. Now we're getting people back in. Can't believe the numbers. So what did you guys get into in Australia, J-Boy, Stone Cold? You guys already had your lunch, I imagine. You're 2 hours ahead of us. What'd you eat? YouTube, send me some more people. I know this isn't riveting content, but I wish I could keep these cups outside. Get them some sunlight, disinfect them a little bit that way, but chickens, they eat them, every last one. All right. Almost got all the bad ones out of here. That one might be able to be recovered. The roots weren't completely brown on it.
What about these ones?
Yeah, these ones will be good yet. They just need a better position. Probably should stop touching every head of lettuce. Get the bad ones out of here, wash my hands, and then come back after that's done. All right, we got one over here. For the most part, it's just that bed. Just had bacon, egg burger, dry as washing it down with some mild strength. The LDR is going to be upset if she reads that. What's going on here? The roots on this one are still good. The top's still good, but we're taking it out. The counter is not accurate. Could be 50 or 60 viewers. Nope. Not sellable. Or even worth taking home to eat. Yeah, look, the roots on that is not all brown. Still not sure what's going on. Jap upset Bill earlier. No judging. He sounds drunk half the time. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to determine that from text, but he did misspell a couple of things there. Hey, Huey, what's up? How you doing? Where are you watching from, Huey? You were in last time, but I don't remember you saying where you were watching from. A beer you're drinking, Stone Cold. Good. It's good to have you here, brother. I think you're a guy. Cooper's Big Green can, J-Boy. All right. Think that's about all of them? Nah, we still got a couple more. It seems like whatever bacterial fungal got this strawberry as well. But it didn't get this one. So, the strawberry's not looking that great, but it's still throwing plants. So we're going to maybe, after disinfecting, go ahead and turn it into a couple more strawberries. Yeah, I think my dad's going to be pretty disappointed with what I did this week with lettuce, but I don't know what's going on with this one. It looks kind of old, but it's also really small. Let me stick it down here. See if it'll do something. And this one, yep, same thing, brown roots. Yeah, so Ray streamed yesterday. Don't know who threatened him. Nice. So cool. Had asked you for lunch, dinner, lamb cutlets. Would you be threatened? Would you threaten Ray? You guys talking about Old dog, new tricks. Isn't that Ray? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with all these Philippine streamers yet. Yeah, that could be terrifying when an unknown person in your comment section threatens you. But I take it pretty lightly, even though I give all of my details on the stream. Your mom's over there. Silly chicks. Hey, got 5 people. Hey, if you're new, hit that like button. New to the stream, that is. Outer Circle. Old dog is Paul. Ray is part of Panay Posse Outer Circle. Okay. Outer Circle means that they're not getting along with James and Karen. Is that what that means? Or am I on the Outer Circle as well? But yeah, we're going to use this in our worm bed here. This compost, all this bad lettuce. If Ray stopped streaming, must have been too close to home. It's sad whenever people can't get along. Why do you... No, you're good, bro. Yeah, I just didn't know what you guys meant by the Outer Circle. I just feel like I don't get invited to the Panay Posse things. I'm not close enough with Gino, I guess. Although Gino is in here regularly. I was in his stream earlier. He didn't... I'm not sure he read my comment while I was in, but he always gets piles of comments. But yeah, I've been to that hospital Gino was at this morning. It's a nice hospital. Oh, there's a soap cup attached to that one. Nine people. Hey, if you're new, hit that like button. New to the stream, that is. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're taking out the trash. Yeah, all this soil and lettuce will be great for our compost pile. Worm bed. That's we got the chicken manure and the worm bed. The worm bed needs a lot of love. It's been on the back burner for a while. All right. James and Karen, Colonel Bellis, Gino, and Levi are all in the circle. Outer is Ray, Frank, and Phil, and diving expat. But expat isn't even in Panay though. Kuya, read my name. My name is Rohin. In previous message. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, mister, I'm new here. That strawberry back there, if it's a variety, may try to grow one in Kazan. Thank you. I don't know what variety of strawberry it is. I can get you real close so you can take a picture or screenshot. I imagine it's a small variety of strawberries that it'll grow. It doesn't grow strawberries right now. My dad bought a plant a while back, and we had transplanted it to about 5 cups from shooters, and now this one's producing quite a bit of shooters. But yeah, go ahead and take a screenshot, and you tell me, brother. I don't know what variety it is. Sorry I missed your first comment there. Sometimes I get going and miss a comment. Sometimes the truce is reached and the Cold War continues. Yeah, it's pretty spot on. All right. I'm gonna grab all this material here, take it to our worm bed. because I think that's all of it. Then we're going to sanitize and go and shuffle some lettuce around because I don't want to, whatever got to these, I don't want it to get on the others. I have a friend who lives in Aklan. May send him this. He really wants to plant it too. Yeah. Hydroponics is not easy, as you can see. This is, I don't know, I didn't count the cups. I could go back there and count the cups. 100 plants dead. 500 plants died because of chicken damage. Ideally, would you plant some vanilla? Oh yeah. I'm waiting for someone to bring me some. I think James and Karen said they were going to. Although they might have just planted all the vanilla that they got from Bella's. But yeah, I've got the perfect spot for it. Right? Bella says a little bit of shade cover. I'll show you the spot. It's right here by the worm bed. Might have to go through and whack a little bit back. But we got the perfect canopy, I think, for some vanilla. This is the dilapidated worm bed. All the soil in here is going to be great. It's all worm castings, but dilapidated is probably not the right word. But what do you think? Think this area whack out a little bit? Should be good for vanilla. 8 people watching, 11 likes. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I got the basic hydro certificate. And yeah, that's a long way to go. Said, for us, hydroponics has gone great. Fantastic, you might even say. But as you can see, it currently is not going great or fantastic. Oh, we're down to 3. That's too bad, YouTube. I know there's more than 3 in here. Yeah, that area looks good. Like and subscribe. Yeah, thanks, Stone Cold. I wish we could figure out a way to keep my body from moving so much for this chest mount. And be able to attain the perfect angle at all times. No more balls tube, as that one guy said, because half the time the camera's pointing towards my crotch. But you're completely right, Stone Cold. I wouldn't be able to do this nearly as effectively if I didn't have some sort of a chest mount. Check this out, guys. Maybe, could this be our culprit? What on earth is that? A cocoon, of course. Maybe a moth of sort. Maybe that's a cabbage moth. Maybe instead of eating all the lettuce this time, they just buried themselves into the cups and created some sort of wrong chemical imbalance that destroyed the lettuce from the roots up. Maybe they munched on some roots. I couldn't tell because it was inside the soil. But yeah, this will make great compost. I'm never out in the garden this early in the morning, afternoon. It's way too hot. A good channel boost is buy land, get JNK, like Nova, current fiance, Joe. So there's another Phil-Am couple moved in beside James and Karen. Is that what I'm hearing? That would make sense. why they haven't hung out with us. I was really looking forward to becoming James' best friend, and Karen and JN to have a lot to talk about their silly American husbands and the silly things that we do that don't make any sense to them culturally. But we've only hung out 2 or 3 times. Six people. Yes, Cold got the Nova fever. Alright, there's a couple in here that look pretty sad yet. We're gonna grab the soap, wash my hands. Then we're gonna move all of the good lettuce to one area that we're gonna sell later. That way we can still get watered till 4 o'clock. Because if we get lettuce out now and don't sell it till 4, it'll look not that great. Forgot I'm back. How hot is it there right now? 33, maybe more. Wash my hands. James, they haven't really been hanging out with anyone. They're just doing their usual adventures. You getting rain there? That's awesome. We got rain last night. But we didn't get any rain during the daytime, which we could really use. Oof. Colder than here, 40 plus. But you're in Manila where there's all these concrete buildings. You don't have any breeze, any trees, any bees, any fleas. They probably got a lot of fleas in Manila. I was trying to come up with some good rhymes there. But yeah, it definitely feels a lot hotter. But my phone says 32. My friend might not know where I'm at exactly. Only recently, the Colonel. Yeah. They did visit the Colonel. See if the partner is not like you're hanging as a third. Yeah, I see what you're saying. How far away are you from James and Karen by bike? I think they said it was an hour and 40 ride, but I don't think they go very fast. Yeah, 90 minutes. Are you Amish? I got that one yesterday. I'm from Canada. Awesome, Frost. Nice to have you in here. Hey, Dorothy. No, I'm not Amish, although growing up, all my neighbors were Mennonites and Amish, so definitely rubbed off on me a little bit. Back to work now. Got to go. Catch the stream again soon. Awesome, yeah. If you subscribe and have that bell on, you'll get all the streams. That's quite a trip, longer than I thought. Yeah, it's just long enough that it sucks to ride 3 hours back and forth. So, especially like if you, let's say you work an 8 hour, you're going to be out 8 hours of the day. You got 3 hours of riding, 5 hours of hanging out maximum, but typically they don't get here till after 12. And then, so they got an hour and a half ride back. They want to get out of here by 4, or I think they stayed almost to 6 the last time, but it helps if the wives and girlfriends get along. Yeah. Yeah, I think Jan likes Karen, but I don't know if Karen likes Jan. I don't know. And it's fine. We're gonna be friends, distant friends or close friends. It doesn't matter to me. I got nothing against those guys. Those two. All right. So we have a lot of shuffling to do, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Every day we're shuffling. Hey, we got Dorothy saying hello to everyone. Blessings. Thanks, Dorothy. That's really kind of you to always be so positive like that. All right. So my rule of thumb is if it's bigger than my hand, we sell it. It's not that much bigger than my hand. We'll sell that one. They just don't know each other well enough. That's what I'm saying. Like when they go and spend the night around someone, make it a 2-day thing kind of thing. They really get a lot of time to know people like Crizel and Colonel. I'm not sure what to do about these ones. I think these ones wound up getting old on me. Because typically, they don't do the top leaf getting this tall. Let me get it picked here. No, it's still good yet. It won't be 2 days. So, that one's actually sweeter than maybe any lettuce I've ever had. They say that they want sweet lettuce, not bitter lettuce. That one's not bitter yet. Could try a leaf off of each one, but I think all of those are batch mates, so sure, Stone. I love it when you guys chat. When you chat with each other and not just ask me questions, but someone asked me a question and I'll answer it. On most days, I go through 4 liters of water, but today I haven't even made it through a liter. It is a little early. Typically, this is when I start hammering it hard. These also look a little bit light colored, right? Like those ones back there are a little bit greener, darker green. It's probably because we're at about 400 nutrient level. It needs to be closer to 800. But we're adding water currently. I guess we can add the nutrients now. It's reading 500 now. My dream is to become a great farmer in the future. Well, I think you can do it, Dorothy. You just gotta put in more hours than I do, because I'm not a great farmer. But I have been a great husband as of recently, so we're getting some victories. So we'll take our measuring cup here, get 500 mils of all these nutrients. Yeah, Dorothy, you are my target audience. I never did say anything about great farmers, but of course, if you do something, you ought to do it well. Hello, boy. That's what happens when your name's J-Boy. J-Boy. Sometimes people are just going to shorten it to boy. Hey, boy. Is it J-Boy or is it J-B-Oy? Where's PK at? He hasn't been in here for like 2 days, I feel like. Maybe he was in the other den, or maybe he's just lurking. No one's called me Evil Eggman today. This doesn't feel right. But yeah, all in all, there's probably about 3 liters of this nutrients inside of this amount of water. We're talking about a couple hundred liters of water, so kick this pump on for a second. Give it the stir, stir, stir. Is that your scores? What was your score after 10 out of 10? See the flowers melt girl's heart. Yeah, PK was on driving. I saw him there the other day too. Yesterday, this morning. I don't know when it was till I saw him on there, but maybe he's upset. Or just doesn't get my notifications. Well, that's a lot better. 980. No, it's almost 1,000. Over 6.3. That's 6.3 is golden. We just need the 900 to go down a bit, which it should as that water filters in from the filter out there. Just trying to get a more accurate reading if it really is 990. That'd be wild that a half liter of everything made it jump that much. I should have made it bring it to 800. No, it's dancing 9.7, 9.8. Maybe there's a lot less water in there than I think. Alan, may God bless you and your my role model interns farming big brother. The Alan that I know, or are you talking about a different Alan? Let's see if this filter is working. Oh, it's working really good, but it's also basically drained. Let's add some more to it. We're gonna try to get this looking real nice before my dad gets here. He's probably watching right now. Not really. My dad said he doesn't like my content, but he just said he just doesn't get how people could spend all their time watching content like this. Wrong way! Go back inside. You're gonna burn up out here, buddy. Is this my rooster that's in here? Or did he get out from that cage? Let me go take a peek over here, guys. I think this isn't the rooster that I thought it was. I think he managed to squirrel his way out of this cage out over here, because this is a lot heavier than my rooster. I mean, they're all my roosters, but this is a rooster that I just bought. If it's a rooster, I think it is. I just bought it yesterday, 2 days ago. Look. No, I got 2 roosters in there. Man, you gotten big. I'm so proud of you. But yes, now we got 2 fully adulted Rhode Island red males, 2 immature ones that we bought yesterday, and then this one. So we got 5 Rhode Island red males, 6 Australorp females, and 9 Rhode Island red females. So we should be able to adequately choose which ones to breed, and then however many chicks that I don't know exactly how many of them are fishing. Oh, I used to have a fishing channel. Wish I could do fishing. I just don't have any time for it. Fishing is like life to me. But like I said, haven't had any time for it. Got distracted. I was supposed to come here and turn on this pump. Have you ever thought about doing cockfighting on the side with your roosters? I've got a couple that I could do that, but you gotta train them, and I feel like they're too old to be trained. Maybe not. Maybe you can teach an old rooster new tricks. Yeah, it is. I think you would call that a fishing hat, maybe. But I use it here in the rice field, try to keep the heat off my head a little bit. They said on the packaging to this hat that if you get it wet, and then like wring it out, that it's supposed to drop the temperature of the hat more than normal fabric. I don't know. It'd be nice. I've never gotten it wet and wrung it out. It's always covered in my sweat. Yeah, where's the rooster that I could do cockfighting with? Would probably be this one. He needs to get all trimmed up first, though. See the barber. And then we've got one other one. It's out here. We'll go check this filter, and then I'll go and show you the other one that I think would probably be pretty good for cockfighting. He's actually, I can't remember which one I weighed the other day. If it was this one out here or that one, but one of them was heavier than any of my chickens. I think it was that black one that I just showed you. It was like 9 pounds, which is like massive for a rooster. Here, this is my other potential. Ooh, bonked my head, cockfighting rooster. Stand up there for us, boy. He's out here. I have most of my birds caged up in those small cages all the time, so I've been giving them an opportunity to get out and do. That's what I eat every day, chicken. I'll back your rooster. Hey, Huey's back. Thanks, Huey. But yeah, this is the father of that one I just showed you over there. We call him Papa. That was the first one Papa gave to me. I had that and one hen. And now I've got 30 plus adult birds, and or should have 30 plus adult birds. Should we try to count them? I can't catch them, so I'd really have no real good way, but there's one hen. Lots of them are sitting on eggs other places. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I don't think we've got 30 of them running around here. There should be. 12. We had almost 70 last fall before I started selling roosters. $13, $14, $15, there's one running around with the chick somewhere. $16 in that cage. $17. All right, maybe it's just 17. Maybe there's a lot of papas. I got had like 20 red ones, 2 or 3 gray and black ones, a pile of like tan ones. But they are all running wild, and people nab chickens here pretty frequently, so it's hard to say. You farmer cabbage, tomato, chili, or other veggies? Cabbage, no, never. Tomatoes, yes, last year. Chilies, yes, last year. We did okra, eggplants. What else? Mint, basil, cucumbers. I don't know what else. I can't really think. Hey, you boss. How's the day going? Good, Doug. I thought you'd be asleep by now. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we've grown quite a few things, and we're planning on growing a lot more. We just got 25 different varieties of seeds. I guess I could show you guys. I showed you yesterday about this time, but I'm gonna try to make this quick because we do got a lot of work to do, but we'll share what we're planting on Monday. And we don't have a lot of these seeds, but we do. There's a lot of kinds, but there's not a lot of pieces. So this is what we got. Got pechay, mustasa, oregano, bok choy, peppers, another peppers, spinach, onion, or green onion, bell peppers, sweet basil, Thai basil, rosemary, holy basil, eggplants, more spring onions, hot peppers, lemon balm, celery, sage, more hot peppers, parsley, arugula, coriander, thyme, and white cucumber. Those will all be planted Monday. Hopefully. I think so. I'd like to plant them today, but I'll show you guys the trays of stuff I planted last, and you'll see why I'm waiting until Monday. Leeks are onions? Maybe one of those were leeks. I didn't actually read them all very clearly. Just kind of went through them quickly. I work closing shift. I'm normally on bed till 4. But you said you were closing up earlier. I thought you said. Maybe not. But yeah, this is our lettuce. You guys ever see any germination so poor? I got 1 in that tray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this 7 in this tray. That's over 1,000 or over 500 seeds planted, and 6 plants popped up. 7 plants popped up. And then here's my other expensive seeds. I mean, these ones are expensive too, but we got, I think that's got to be peppers popping up there, but I'm not actually sure what those ones are. And then cucumbers. And the cucumbers, most of that one row didn't pop up, but then those other 2 are starting, so maybe it's not too late. But yeah, these cucumbers should hopefully make some pretty reasonable plants. They're looking pretty good right now. But are these the ones you did with David? No. Or maybe those were the ones I did with David. But these, nah. These were with my wife. What a disaster, guys. I did everything the way I always do, and we always wind up with 99 or 100% germination. Maybe I forgot a step, and I don't even know what I forgot. But yeah, I've never been so poor at planting. So we're just gonna let my dad do it. I know it's not a way to get any better, but I don't want to burn through all those seeds that we just bought. Most of those plants that I just showed you are herbs that are propagatable. I'm pretty dang good at propagating, so we'll just let those, like some of them were just 5 seeds in the pack or whatever, but if you propagate those 5 plants 10 times and you got 50 seeds, and then you wait for them to produce seeds, 5 of them, and then the rest of them you just propagate more or whatever. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I feel like I'm the worst gardener that ever gardened. Future-Farmers-of-Aklan is, in the future, gonna have to be a lot better of a farmer. That was despicable, or really disappointing. I subbed to Jonathan and commented on a few videos. Awesome, Bill. I really appreciate that. And I'm sure he does too. Because without at least 10 good people commenting and liking your videos, your channel is not going to grow. How much budget do you start in farming? So this greenhouse that we're standing in now was probably about 200K, maybe a little bit more than 200K. You guys can hear the pump's not starving anymore, so I got enough water in it finally. And the numbers are reading 806.5, so that's perfect. We don't need to add any more water, although we probably should, and then add again more nutrients. Could have been something with the weather, the seeds maybe. Yeah, it could have been the seeds. Most of the seeds I planted were pretty old, but definitely the weather is not ideal. But I'm thinking a lot of it was just me. 200K including the land and property. Nah, nope, not including the land. So the land for this greenhouse is not really anything. Not really. Not a lot for just for the greenhouse portion, but we have 1,000 square meters here that we leased for 10 years. But it's family, so we got a deal. Somehow I missed this head of lettuce. We grab a plastic bag to grab a hold of it because it did disinfect my hands just a minute ago. I don't know what's going on with this lettuce. We'll save this one for my dad to look at, and he can tell me what he thinks happened to it. But no, sir, so this is a 20 by 20 feet, so that's what, 5 square meters? So it's not expensive for the greenhouse portion. Now we do have this expansion going in, so we wind up probably all inclusive for the whole expansion is like 500K. But honestly, I don't know the numbers. That's just my estimation on some of the information that I do know. But yeah, if this whole expansion is done, we should be able to reap about 50K per month off of the expansion. So 10 months should more or less pay for it. So a year to pay for an ag project, or a year ROI on an ag project, is like almost unheard of. Now granted, that means we have to do perfect production for a year straight, which, as you can see, is not happening right now. So it might be a little bit much to assume that I can harvest perfect harvest for a year straight. But and the 50K is actually not profits, half of it's profits. It's more like 2-year ROI. But it's really not, it's more experimental than an investment strategy. But we would like to figure out if it's possible to replicate this in other places for other things. We're thinking about it would be an interesting way to sustain a church. If a pastor who has can't afford to work a full-time job because he's a pastor and he has pastoral duties, but can put 2 hours in a day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, on a hydroponic lettuce setup, could take the profits and be able to sustain his church and all their needs with a single time investment instead of having to worry about the congregation floating the church at the beginning, because that's always the hardest part, is you're asking new believers or just new members of your church to fork over enough money to keep the lights on and to build the church and put expansions and help people when they're in need. It's not necessarily always sustainable. So instead, if you could have some sort of ag project like hydroponics to help a church get past the first rough years while the church is growing, and then also be able to use the money once the church is making tithes through members or whatever, could then use the profits from the greenhouse to fund another greenhouse, to start another church, or just start another church with the profits, depending on how that works. This is kind of a concept my dad had, and I'm the nobody in this situation, because a pastor, of course, isn't going to have a whole lot of ag training or hydroponic training. So the idea is, can you teach someone a little bit, like me, to do something, and then can he manage to do it by himself? As you can see, I'm struggling right now. But I've been really successful in the past with this, so hopefully we get back to success. Hey, we got 18 likes and 4 people. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the likes. Let's read the comments now. Anastasia says, I love farming. Awesome. Yeah, we're doing future farming, right? Or farming of the future. Doug, any gold in that water? Oh, I missed it. Hello, host. Hello, all. That's good. What are you guys saying about gold in the water? Don't fall again? You what? Do? There's a good idea, Levi. Have you ever tried farming potatoes? No, I think potatoes are supposed to be kind of easy to farm, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Right? Because the seed is a potato. You just plant small potatoes or nodules off of old potatoes to grow potatoes, right? No, I've never tried. I'm confused about the gold too. Oh well. One church here is very small, invested in a solar panel system. Yeah, that might help them keep the lights on. The problem with solar is you also have to buy the batteries. Solar is affordable, but batteries are expensive. Not to mention, solar and batteries typically in the past, now we're obviously getting better technology all the time, in the past doesn't last very long. Has maintenance fees, new panels in a storm, new batteries every so often. So the return on investment on batteries and solar panels is typically at least 5 years. And we've thought about doing it here for the greenhouse, but for the greenhouse, as much electricity as it uses, which is very little, the return on investment would be like 15 years, so it just doesn't quite make sense. All right, we've got a lot of comments now. Hey, cat guy, yes, welcome. Thank you for joining. I remember you. You came from David, right? Do you really believe people will rub Santa Nino's idol belly for good health are believers? I don't know. I don't know who Santa Nino's is. But yeah, I think there's a lot of Catholic people that are getting some things a little bit backwards. But Doug, I went to your channel. I was wondering if any gold was in the creeks or rivers. Ah, yeah, there's gold everywhere. Not very large parts of it, but there's gold particles about everywhere. Good, thanks to I only know Doug here. Yeah, Doug's from David as well, and Levi. I don't know. Might buy panning kit to try. Now I'm curious. Yeah, panning kits are actually really fun. I actually have one. Lots of magnetics, but no gold yet. But like I said, it's particles. It's hard to. You're not going to get a detector to read a particle. You just got to have real good eyes for it. And I got a bag of sand at the house that looks like it could potentially. It definitely has a lot of magnetics in it. Might have some gold dust in it. But yeah, foreigners aren't supposed to be gold prospecting here, and so I kind of keep it on the DL. Although I just told you guys, because the government's worried about me taking the gold. And honestly, if I found the gold, I'd probably just make a video about it and give it away to someone in need, or turn it into cash and then give the cash to someone in need. Because giving someone gold isn't necessarily a blessing. It's probably more of a curse, because once people figure out someone's got gold, they're like, let's go steal their gold. Gold fever, right? All right. I think I got enough lettuce here organized to take out when I leave here at 3:50 or 3:45. So now I'm going to go feed chickens and do all the other things that need done around here before my dad comes back and fires me. He won't fire me, but he will give me an earful about you're focusing too much on YouTube and not enough on keeping this ag project going. Which is probably true. I mean, how many hours have I streamed in the last week? For the most part, try to make the streaming about ag things, but I definitely, my number one focus right now is monetization. And I thought it was going to be possible by the 1st of May, but after I did the math in my head earlier, right before I started this stream, I discovered that YouTube's always 5 days behind on the hours. And my hours are currently reading being 5 days behind. So today's the 1st, obviously, of May. So it's already too late. But even once it counts all the hours that I've gotten up until the 1st of May, unless if somehow in the last 5 days I've gotten 500 watch hours, it's not going to be actually the 1st. And obviously it is the 1st, and I'm not monetized, but it's fine. Just keep the grind going. It was a big goal to be. Now, still, we still could say the 4th of May, because the 4th of May is, what's the 4th of May? 4 months, 5 months of YouTube. I started on January 4th, so it'd be 5 months of YouTube. A lot of missed comments again. There's ways that you never have to buy batteries again. Military doesn't buy new ones. They just rejuvenate them. Would you be fun on my days off? Would be fun on my days off. Searching for gold? Yeah, everyone. Shh. Mountain gold to make jewelry out of it. You a hockey fan or just Crocs? You have. Oh, this is a hockey team? I thought Tampa Bay Lightning was a soccer team. Shows you how much I'm not a hockey fan. No, yeah, these are just, were apparently on sale maybe. My mom got them for me because I don't wear shoes. And then almost had to get my foot amputated last year because I got infected because I don't wear shoes. And so my mom was like, that's enough of that. I'm buying you Crocs, because I can't wear shoes because my feet are getting wet from sweat and water working in the rice fields always. So I can't wear shoes, but and I can't wear flip-flops either. I blow through flip-flops in like a week. So she's like, well, what about Crocs? And I was like, I guess I'll wear Crocs. And so that's where we got it. 1,150 subscribers you have. Yeah. I'm on. Hey, Bellis. Bellus, as the Panay Posse calls you. Uncle used to watch them play. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know it was a hockey team. Hello, Al Yuza, MP3. We're going to call you MP3 until you give me something to call you. Because I suck at reading names and I know I'm saying your name wrong. We're just going through and pulling the powder on top of the feeds here. Because they sift the powder away from the feeds. We have 21 likes, guys. Holy moly. This is like a new regular number for me. We didn't ever get 21 likes 3 days ago. Are you in the Philippines? I sure am, Ivan. What about you? All right, where's my bucket? Must be outside. Oh no, there it is. We're gonna feed these birds a little bit of feed. They got plenty of feed right now, but till morning comes, they may not have feed. So what should I call you? You want me to call you Expat Life Philippines? Or should I call you Chuck, Charles, Bellis? My barrel's got a big hole in it. And for the most part, it holds feed. But not always. Nor wondering why it says chicken coops are hard work to maintain, huh? Yeah. Especially because all these cages are not brand new cages. I think this was the second batch of birds that the farm before us had them in. And I went ahead when we got them and painted them. Well, cleaned them really good with wire brush and then painted them. Trying to make sure we could get LOL expat. Okay, I'll call you expat. But yeah, so I wire brushed them, painted them. But it looks like, from what I'm seeing, that most of the paint wore off by birds sticking their heads in and out. So maybe wire brush them one more time and paint them one more time once these birds are done with. Which should be pretty soon because they're over 3 years old. So if they expect birds to lay much longer than 3 years, is way too high of expectations. I'm now stoned. Stood. Oh, I get it. Because he said stood David all. We got this hen up here. It's just absolutely wreaking havoc on these other hens. She's like, I don't like you. And I'm going to mess with you while you're in your cage. And it's got this hen all upset. So we're going to catch it. Probably turn it into Tanola. trying to wait for the perfect moment to grab her. If I go to the other side to grab her, she's just gonna jump this direction. But she feels kind of cornered. What I need her to do is get distracted by this other hen. She's acting all broody, but she shouldn't be because I don't see any eggs that she's sitting on. Here comes the family. Goes to the ground. If I can get her in that corner, she's cornered. But yeah, we can't have hens harassing hens in cages. It's no good. But yeah, we gotta clean up the poop here. Maybe right now or in the morning. I'm not sure yet. What's Stone's tea? I'm corn. Julio. Stone Cold Steve with no life to me today. Got a farm. More don't good views. The last 3 farm videos. Yeah, I noticed the views have been a lot better. So yeah, both of these hens need to go. But I can't seem to catch them. If you're close, Art, probably best customer in my diet. If I was closer, yeah. It's just mainly eggs and lettuce and okra right now. Well, we were growing a lot of okra until the drought came. Need to be fast, yeah. Hey, Mr. Sigma. Sigam. Are you Canadian? No. But I am farming. I did quit my corporate job to start farming in the Philippines. Nah, I'm from Pennsylvania, which is pretty much Canada, I guess. But I'm a Florida resident now. But also living here in the Philippines. As Doug stated. I've heard duck eggs have more nutrients in them and are larger. Maybe you could tell me why. Because they eat a lot more food. You'll get there. Getting 10 subs a video. More recommendations for YouTube. I think it really depends on all the recommendations, too, to be honest with you. Yeah, the Philippines is hot, mister. Is it Sigam? We're gonna just call you mister. Oh, well, so when we were counting hens earlier, and I couldn't figure out where all the hens went, they're all in here apparently. There's one roosted up there with eggs and 2, maybe 3 on the ground. Yeah, 3 on the ground. So that's where a lot of my hens went. Here's my Rhode Island Red Rooster and Rhode Island Red Hen. She should be about ready to lay eggs soon. She's bigger than these birds. I wasn't thinking she was going to get full size, but she's been eating well recently. And they look, Rhode Island Reds look a lot bigger than what they really are. They like fluff themselves up. Sorry, I didn't complete my question. Why do people eat duck eggs more than chicken eggs? Why don't? Yeah, they do here. Balut is very popular, Doug. And they don't eat it more than chicken eggs. But yeah, I think it's just ducks maybe don't lay eggs every day, where most chicken breeds that are laying eggs for farms like this lay every day. That would be my guess. How many original Rhode Island Reds have you got left of purchase? There. So you're talking about whenever I bought those ones in Cataclan that was 14? Yeah, I got 4 left. I bought 14 chicks in the local city, and 10 of them died. But the other 4 are looking pretty nice. And I paid so little for them that as long as 2 of them lay eggs, I'll have made a good investment. So I haven't actually fed them anything. They just have been eating all of the food that got dropped from these other birds. So they're my recycling bin, which is quite a effective method of raising chicks. But it's also probably why 10 of them died, sifting through manure to find feed sometimes. Sometimes they just spill it out where there's not any poop, but once they get to laying age, I will put them in along these birds and feed them the same diet, most likely. Are you blonde or ginger? I can't tell. I used to be ginger. It's more like brown anymore. I used to have very red hair. It doesn't help that my hair is wet right now from sweat. You worked your way from the corporate Pizza Hut. Yeah. I did work at Pizza Hut and Domino's and like, I don't know, 30 other places. Are you kidding me, you stinking hen? I moved her over to get off of one egg and she stepped on another. There goes 10 pesos, you stupid chicken. It was my fault, I guess. Okay, that would make sense. 150 to 200 eggs and ducks a year if you're blessed. Yeah, so that's a lot less than what you're going to get from chickens. You're having a bad chicken if it only lays 300 eggs. And these chickens probably only lay 300 eggs a day, but they're also 3 years old, so can't expect that much from them. In general, most people will call chickens after 1 year of laying because they go from 99% to like 97%. And it's not profitable, they say, at 97%. I can't see how you could make enough profit off of 1 year of chickens laying eggs to buy new chickens to lay eggs for a year. This doesn't make sustainable sense to me, but I mean, industrial farms, they know what the numbers work. Loaches or redhead. Yeah, I don't know that word. Okay, makes a lot more sense. Since Bill, thank you. A lot of eggs. I want this farming. It's a lot of hard work, Anastasia, but you can do it. Just buy a chicken. Buy 2 chickens, a male and a female. Let them make chicks. And within the first batch, you should get 10 chicks. Then half of them will die. And half of them will be males, and you'll have to eat them. So then you got about two hens out of that first batch, and then the next batch, probably less than half of them will die because you figured something out. Maybe you learned to sell the roosters instead of eating them to get your profits back to buy more birds. And then by the third batch, this is all within a year that they'll have 3 batches. You'll be most of your way to 15 laying birds at that point. Just keep buying feed and hope that they lay eggs. And if they don't, then start eating the ones that don't lay eggs. Or be like me and just keep feeding them until they each out all of your profit. Yeah, it's supposed to be 150 eggs out of these birds. And I don't know. Maybe the garden gang came through and wiped me out. Because it's not looking like it's going to be 150 today, guys. It's not even looking like it's going to be 100. Like I said, these are 3-year-old birds, so. Wow, that's pretty good if only 2 lived. Yeah, pretty good price, yeah. A lot of hard work. And Doug, no worries. I was thinking about getting a few ducks for eggs. I'm glad I asked. I mean, I would still do it. Ducks are great for meat. That's what you'll find most big farms that are doing ducks are doing it for meat, not for eggs. The eggs are just a byproduct while you're waiting for them to get ready for meat. West Virginia, at least the minimum amount you can buy is 6 chickens. Yes, Doug, smart. Needs a lot of hard work, handwork, and capital. And that's what I'm saying. Start with 2 birds. Doesn't hardly take any capital. You could get yourself started for $20 with 2 nice birds that are already ready, or you can just buy them as chicks for a lot less. But like I said, you're going to wind up losing a lot of chicks until you figure out how farming works and how to not make so many mistakes. I still haven't figured that out yet. But we have more in the incubator. I'll let you guys know what we find out this time. I've learned a lot. I went to a chicken conference. I learned a lot about the first 90 days of raising chickens. And we're going to put our new knowledge to the test here and see if we can actually start making this more profitable with chicks. Now, the chicken conference was about raising chicks for meat, not for laying eggs, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't use a lot of the information for laying eggs. But the key is just to... Oh, thanks, Ivan. I really appreciate you subscribing. We're really getting up there. In just 5 months, not even 5 months, we've got 1,000. So it's 250 per month. If we keep this up, we'll be soaring high by the end of the year. You don't think living in the Philippines ages people quick? Bella's expat was 35 years old, I've seen. He might be 35. But he was also a rancher, so he was probably already pretty aged when he got here. Alright, I think that's most all the white eggs. There's one right in front of me. Not sure what to do with this hen here. She doesn't seem to be putting on much weight. Let's take her out and take a look at her. In fact, I'm pretty sure she's lost weight since she came here. Maybe we stick her outside and let her join the pecking order. She doesn't even have that much food in her stomach, even though she's sitting in front of a lot of food. And that other hen over there is the same story. I think these are all maybe brothers. Although he's real excited. So maybe not, I don't know. We got them all together. My mother got them and then said, "Can you take these to your farm? I don't need more chickens at my house." Alright, I think that's all the eggs now. It probably is at least 100. 7 people watching. Thank you, guys. Hit that like button if you didn't already. We already got our first subscriber from the chat. If ducks don't set on eggs, you get banties to set on them, or an incubator. I'm in Asia too. I'm taking a vacation, unfortunately, not in the Philippines, but Bali. Okay. Nice. Happy to see someone from other parts of the globe. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this concrete sack out, all these bags out, and we're gonna rinse this out and use it as our new feed bin because our other feed bin has been broken. It smells ripe. Raunchy. I was looking for the soap. The soap is in here. I just washed my hands earlier. It feels it's free, y'all. Double tap. Feed the bugs and grass and she'll put on weight. Or she's a sick hen. Yeah, she was sick, but I feel like she should have recovered by now. I think I want to move to Asia because the gas is too expensive. The gas is expensive here, brother. But I understand you want me to try something new. I would encourage you to try it, but I'm just telling you, not escaping expensive gas prices here. This is maybe one of the most expensive places to purchase gas anywhere. At least where I'm at. Use our corn cob. Do you guys know these are like the best natural sponge? It's already hot water. Almost feels like boiling water. Broke my sponge. Oh, this one's already breaking too. Didn't even get feeding in it yet. Leave it turned upside down. Let it drip out a little bit, and then we'll turn it upside down and let the sun hit it. Then put the feed inside. Alright. You gotta compare prices to local economy. That's what but it's so much worse if you compare it to the local economy. It's like $9 a gallon, or was all but $9 a gallon here not too long ago. I'm gonna try to pick up this hand grenade, guys. I don't know what happened to this egg. But they explode sometimes. Alright. Prop this up. Oh, I can smell that egg. Do it as far as I could. Alright. Let it sit there and dry from the sun. Hey, look at that, guys. Gold. He did it perfectly, too. That hen's gonna have a fertilized egg. Hopefully she gets crazy and goes ahead and lays 7 eggs in a row, 7 days in a row, because that's bantam chicken. And bantam chickens are expensive around here. I think they probably are everywhere. And I'm trying to get some fertilized eggs out of those for a while. There's 3 eggs in the incubator, and I think out of the 3 eggs, there's probably, it's hard to say, but it's probably 2 of them that are fertilized, because the one I did check, it doesn't seem to be fertile. But yeah, the local wage is $5 a day, and a gallon of gas is like $9. So comparatively, it's not that great. No, in Michigan, last minute was $4 per liter. Where in Michigan are you buying gas by the liter? Last month, yeah. Did you mean gallon? Yes. Maybe he meant gallon. Gas here is only $3.12. Bill, everything where you're at is affordable. Eggs, gas. you're living in the most miraculous place on earth. All right, we're gonna weigh out some eggs, guys. Egg guys? Oh, I thought I had a pile of trays here. A stack of trays? I don't. Probably got enough for the eggs that are here. Oh, dang it. Crunch. Broken egg. Well, I'm not sure that tray's ever going to be any good for anything with 2 eggshells stuck in it. And it was a brand new tray, I think. Let me see if I can bust them out of there. Speaking of gas, does the balut make your farts smell like? Nah. Doesn't make you have that bad of gas or anything that I recognized. I feel like the stinky farts come from oil-based feeds. Yeah, that tray is probably toast. We'll let it dry out a little bit more. Those yolks are like glue. What did I just break? Oh, just a little bit more of that plastic barrel. Duck eggs are usually expensive here when you can find them. It's $21 a dozen. Okay, forget about it, Doug. You gotta farm eggs, duck eggs. 21 a dozen. I've been here, there because it was Iowa. There's nothing, farmland and nothing. Oh, very beautiful land though. Yep, farmland. Hey, David's back. Been raining here for almost 2 hours now. That's awesome, David. I mean, I hope it's awesome for you. I think you said you want a drain. I can definitely use it here. Send it my way. $22 likes, David. Isn't that awesome? It's one of the best streams. We've been getting 20 pretty regularly now. 20 wasn't unheard of 3 days ago. It'll be interesting to see how many people have been in and out of the room. $23 likes, okay. Get your water barrel full. Yeah, it's full. Are you talking about David? He needs to get his water barrel full. Yeah, most people here in the Philippines have a roof set up to fill up a water barrel. We'll go live here in a half hour. Probably not going walking later. Yeah, it'll be pretty muddy if it's been raining for 2 hours straight. Especially because the soil is not used to soaking it up after it's been as dry as it's been. But at least it'll be cool. Is it just David and Bill in here? Everyone else walk out on us. Where's Stone Cold? J-Boy. Doug. There. Now they're coming back. Maybe they went to go check out and see who else was streaming. YouTube is always off by 1 on its count. But yeah, I think it's always off by 1 because you're always at 1. Yeah, I just like giving YouTube a hard time, really. I don't believe the numbers. Because it'll tell me 0. And I'll have 7 or 8 comments. I'm here, boss. Alright. Like I said, I'm just giving YouTube a hard time. Ah, man. That one's still eatable for me or Papa. But I don't think I can sell an egg that looks like that. He stole a couple of your chickens, Levi. Is that where they went? So that's everybody's. Oh man. Stinking jumbo egg went and mashed 2 mediums. That's alright. Papa will be happy. I do give Papa eggs that aren't cracked sometimes, guys, but it's just easy enough. I feel like you guys wouldn't throw these eggs away, would you? You would just eat them. It's like they're got chicken poo in them. That's the problem with those jumbo eggs. They're so dang heavy. They just mash all the other smaller eggs. There's almost always the egg that's standing still. I guess a medium egg could probably crack a jumbo egg if the medium egg was the one that was falling. Yep, that's lunch. Oh, well. I would have eaten. That was extra large. Almost put it in the large bin. There's 2 jumbos in a row. As we never get enough jumbos, we're always getting people saying, "Oh, can I get some jumbos?" Because everybody knows that we've got them most of the time. There's the 23rd like came in for me finally, David. It probably says 24 for you now. Never heard about those chickens because they are still walking about. Hey, Martin. New person in. What's up, Martin? Marvin the Martian. I used to do a really good Marvin the Martian impression. Another jumbo. I think I got these backwards. Yeah, I did. No, they were both large. Never mind. That makes sense why the one looked small. Because it was. Now my meter says 25, 24. Alright, well, YouTube's apparently thinking somebody's a double account or something. Isn't telling you guys, but it's not counting for me. But it's fine. Anything north of 20 is a good stream for me. David is allowing me to trust me. Well, we got one large. It's time where we mark them all. Alright. But as you guys can see, we're not going to have 120 eggs. It is probably over 100 though. We were saying that earlier. We wasn't sure it was 100. Oh, else and Doug. All right, it looks like we're gonna have to be generous. Here's our jumbo. Holy moly, that was a big one. Large, an extra large, a jumbo, and large. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Get real generous. We're gonna take our largest. Hey again. Hey, Paul Chavez. More than I have, LOL. So we're gonna move these down here until this gets filled up. This is the generosity portion of the stream. These are large eggs that I'm going to sell for medium price. And then we're going to put all these larges here down in. And we're going to take all the extra larges and move them here. I know this is just like kind of the worst marketing strategy y'all have ever seen. Then we're going to take all these jumbos, move them down here. So now we have jumbos in an extra large tray, extra large and large tray, and large and medium tray. So these people are going to get a blessing because I wanted to have 3 full trays to take home. The jumbos will just wait till the next day. All right. What is our time looking? 3 o'clock. It's a little early to call it, but we're going to take these papa eggs, put them over here. And then we got extra large. I think these are all extra large here. So we're going to put our large. Is it all extra large or is there large in there? There is large down there. Large goes there. Put 2 extra larges on the top, followed by the final extra large. So these will be large and extra large trays. These ones are for David. And then these are the ones I'll sell. No, I'm just joking. I'm sure David got excited there for a minute. Sorry, David. Pulling your chain. That's Christian sales term. Alright. So we got mediums here, extra large and larges here. And this jumbo tray will just wait till tomorrow. Got to bring trays tomorrow. Not sure where we're going to stick all of these eggs. Where we're going to sell them all. Because we need to bring lettuce. Maybe I'll just sell these in the morning. Because I'm going to fill the trike up with lettuce here. And maybe Papa will sell some eggs. So we'll just leave them there. Covered all nicely. Guess what time it is in New Zealand? New Zealand is 3 hours ahead or 2 hours ahead of Australia, I think. And Australia is 2 hours ahead of us, so it's 5 hours ahead of me. So 9:03. Hey, Kate Jerry. Welcome to the chat. Sorry if I missed your first comment. I'm doing well, Chavez. Sorry I missed a bunch there. I have 7 chickens and get 7 eggs every day, but 3 are double yolkers. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome, Bill. I wish I was as lucky as you. So these are brown laying chickens or white laying chickens, like leghorns? Leghorns lay double yolkers pretty frequently. Would you get double yolkers from the same 3 chickens every day? You need to get them with a rooster. Because I've often really wondered that. What happens when you get double yolked eggs? Do you get like a chicken with 2 heads? Do you get 2 chickens out of 1 egg? Do you just get 1 good chicken that lays more double yolkers? I don't know why I keep saying yolk. It's yolkers. Close. One more guess. 8. Give you profits 2 days in a row. Would you give? Yeah, would give you profits 2 days in a row. I'm sure I'm picking up what you're putting down, Doug. 4 hours ahead on the Philippines. See? K-Cherry knew it. 7. I'm making math in the heat. 2:04 here in Central Time. Brown eggs. Yeah, I wish I could have brown egg double yolkers. Maybe my hens will get there, but I've only got 1 hen that I think would do it, and it'd probably be this one. She's a big girl. How about it? How much you weigh, girlie? I think it was 6 pounds. Hello, conjoined chickens. Well, 7:05. See, I should have went with K-Cherry. Yes. Selling veggies one day, eggs the next. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 days worth of profits in a row. I mean, we always sell eggs every day. I just don't always market them. I did sell eggs today already. Because we had some at the house and someone asked me for them, so I just brought them in and sold them. What's tough native tongue there? Oh, what's the native tongue there in New Zealand? Yeah, that's a good question. The JN that you watched YouTube last night. Yeah, she was busy. Yeah, I'm getting ready to fetch you. I'm getting the lettuce ready, and then we're going to take it down and pick up Mom and Dad, JN. You're probably not able to listen to me with audio. But I didn't forget about you. I love you. That's my wife, y'all. Maori. Okay, makes sense. It's native tongue of New Zealand. Just depends. Some with 4 legs, some with 2 legs, some with 2 heads, and some that join at the body. It's really strange. Yeah, it'd be really awesome to see one egg produce 2 fully developed chicks. Now, obviously, they're going to be really small if they were fully developed, but yeah, what? Jonathan? Yeah, that was, hey, wifey. Don't call her wifey, though. That just sounds weird because she's my wifey. But I appreciate you saying hi to her. I know Jayanne is often just corrected anyhow on the chat. Hello, Doug. Where did you come from, J-Boy? I feel like you've been maybe lurking this whole time. Oh, sorry, bro. Didn't think about that. Alright. So it balanced back out at 680 and 6.6. 6.9, which is not good. So we're maybe going to add just a little bit. First, we're going to get some water for these plants. You know, I'm starting to think I know what's wrong with all these plants. I'm looking at the temperature and it's 93, the water. I don't know how we would do it, but we're going to try to get it covered. Cover the tank up. Like I said, really don't know how that'll work. But we'll give it a shot. But first we're going to drop some nutrients in there. I think probably about 200 mLs. Nah, we're going to go with like, yeah, 200 ought to be good. 9 people watching. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's 150. My measuring lines are basically illegible at this point. Yeah, you're streaming in the background. Yeah, that'll cook the roots. Yeah, 93 is way too much. I got a good strategy for it, and we're going to cover the tank. But it's interesting how it's only cooking half of the roots. Right? Isn't that interesting? That not all the plants are dead. It probably doesn't help that the water we're adding isn't very cold. Ugh. I got one more strategy. I got the sump pump down in the old tank area. And I couldn't pump anything for a while because I let my brother borrow the adapter. But I saw an adapter over here earlier. Whether or not it works or not is up in the air. Or if ants built something inside and it'll just catch fire. I've had that happen quite a few times with these adapters. Ants build nests and it makes the whole thing catch fire. That's why you always gotta watch something when you plug it in. It doesn't look too good. The back end of that already looks like it might have shorted once. We'll try. Run, not fun. Running hot. I think maybe what you were trying to say there. But yeah, we got a little bit of water down in there. Hey, it's running. This oughta. Oh yeah, that's like ice water. I don't know how much water we're gonna be able to get out of there. So that ought to maybe bring the temperature down a degree. Let's see if we can get it to go right on the thermostat and get the temperature of this water coming in. Doesn't seem to be affecting the temperature at all. Even when I'm pouring it almost directly on the thermostat. My dad also had mentioned that we should recalibrate this. There it goes, 92. Sweet. 92 is livable temperature for lettuce. But yeah, we're also going to cover it with this tarp here. See if we can get it 91. Dude, this lettuce is going to thrive at 91. That was a lot more water down there than I thought. Read the comments while this is running. I would have thought it would have just been done in a second. Well, that is awesome. We're like 24 likes. How do you become an admin? You mean moderator? Yeah, I'll give you mod, Chavez. Because I'm trying to work my way up there. It would be expensive, fun. Water cooler would help. Yeah. Expensive to run, not fun. Okay, now I see what you're saying. The clay crock always cooler than anything else. Yeah, this cement's cool. I mean, but you might be right that clay would be better. How would you become an admin on your channel? I was correcting the typo from my last comment. Do you mean the moderator, managing moderator, Blue Shield, Travis? Give it time you got to with the volume of water. Yeah, sorry. So Chavez, we have enough right now. Maybe when the channel gets bigger, you have to check back. Water 8? Okay. Not much. It's ALG. All good. Yeah, there was a lot more water in there than I thought. This is going to benefit the water system entirely, other than the fact that our pH is imbalanced again. And 750 isn't perfect, but I think we can live with 750. But yeah, the water coming in has got to be 70 degrees. Surprised it's not changing it faster. Let me see if I can get the temperature gauge up. Nah, it didn't change the temperature when I did it on the temperature gauge. It's definitely a lot colder than 93, this water. We're about out of water. I'd definitely be calibrated then, yeah. Yep, we're at water down there, but we got the water levels up a lot. We probably doubled our water level there. That's my dad told me to get the recalibrating stuff and look up on YouTube how to do it. But he's gonna be back here in an hour, so maybe he can just show me, or I can look it up on YouTube like he said. I don't know how much time he's gonna want to spend here immediately, and how much. I mean, he came from Greece, so he's gonna be a little jet lagged, I would think. Yeah, we've got an hour till wheels are down in the airport with my dad. I can throw this cover on. And I don't know. This cover, if you ask me, is not the right color. I feel like something that was white might have worked a little bit better. Chickens, get off of that! Psst. I just need to explain to the rooster that if his hens keep doing that, they're gonna be food. I believe this is what he said was the cover, but this is looking like it's not the cover. I think I grabbed my mom's curtains. Oh man, we could cover it with that, but that explains why it doesn't seem like that would be the right color. This is a curtain, a blackout curtain for a bedroom. Maybe that's what Dad thought we were going to cover it with. But I don't want to put it on there until I know that that's what that was intended for. Yeah, he's a missionary as well. He was in Greece restoring a library with another missionary. Okay, here's the garden gang here to wreak havoc on my chickens. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them today. Must have got a new member. Maybe they're passing through, they're not stopping here. That would be nice. I haven't got time to entertain children. That was 3, I think. 4, 5, 6. Dude, I can't count. I think that's 6. Now the garden gang is actually going to steal fruit off of someone else's tree. They're not thieves. They've always asked me before taking something. But they also know that I can't really say no. And if I do say no, they'll ask again. There's 3. 4, 5, 6. Hey Christian, what's up? Sorry we missed your comment there. Hey Chavez said hi again, haha. Lower dark colors would just trap more heat, I would think. Hey Christian. See you, Levi. See you next time. I hope your channel will grow huge. Yeah, me too, Chavez. Me too. Thank you. Brian Duggan, Bill said Chavez. Later, bye-bye. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's 20. Right now, 3 times 6 is 18. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to make it 25 for 1,000 pesos. All right. Hey, Future. You have a nice garden. Thanks, Christian. Hey, Papa. What's up, Papa Joni? Thank you. I'll see you later. Shop this. Have a blessed evening. What was that? Oh, rice hull is for me blowing out that socket. Didn't mean to say thank you. But I want to see you grow too. Hey, Darren. What's up, Darren? It's good to see you back in here. We're just getting the harvest ready to go out. 1,000 paces worth of lettuce. I'd like to bring 2,000 paces worth of lettuce, but without knowing anybody that actually needs it, I don't want to get too many out that I can't sell. I do know I have 2 vendors that would probably take 25 for tomorrow, so I'll just go by the one, see if he needs, and if he doesn't, then I'll sell to the other one. And if they both don't need, then we're really in a bad situation because I'm picking up my parents, and there's not going to be room for my parents and the lettuce. Oh yeah, and today's Friday. Family dinner for GCBI, I think, is tonight. I wonder who's hosting. Every week for the college my wife goes to GCBI, they have all the students bring their families out for a meal, have some fellowship, get everybody's kids hanging out, because there's a pile of kids in the families. Is that mint? Yeah. I don't know how you've been here this long and haven't seen me do that part of the ritual. I never leave the garden without a handful of mint in my mouth. There's Stone Cold, said Darren. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Bill, said Darren. Just chilling. 1,550. Congrats. This channel is definitely growing. Well, it didn't there for... We were like 10 subs a day. Is that right? Yeah, we're getting 300 subs a month. So 10 subs a day there for a while. Then it stalled. But since then, seemed to start doing something again. We're not quite to 10 subs a day. We did have, I think it was yesterday, 600 people and 10 or 9 subscribers off of one live stream. But yeah, 10 subs a day is great numbers. That's 3,000 subs every year, or almost 4 if you have a couple great collaboration videos that you get more than 10 subs in that day. That's the last video that I did with James. Did so well, I got almost 400 subscribers off of that video till it was done getting pushed by YouTube. I think it was 370 or 380. I'm gonna call it almost 400. I haven't lost faith in this tray yet. I haven't lost faith in this tray yet. As you can see, I'm watering places that should have popped up by now, but they haven't. But a lot of these are herbs, so maybe they're not fast blooming. I think those ones that are stood up there, I think those are peppers, if I had to guess. It looks like we got ants or something that took the tops off of those peppers. Could have been a number of things. But, and then here's my lettuce tray. Just absolutely did not do much. I got one. And then I got one there that's got 6. I don't know what I did wrong. I feel like I did everything the same. We're going to water it one more time. They should have all been popped up like that one is. All right. I should water it a little bit more than that. 9 people and 26 likes. Holy cannoli, guys. We're setting a new record. Hey, J-Boy, said Darren. I wonder if Norm's drops in. Maybe he has a quota for channels. The first time I've ever seen leave the garden normally, it's the chickens. Okay. I've seen Norm Modern on a handful of streams. Just seems to be going. Just keep going. It'll grow. Thanks, Darren. I think mods on the island or dad streams. What's that? A lot of different things, Ivan. The only thing that I know for sure is one is cucumber. The other ones I'm not sure exactly what. I mean, I know that these trays are lettuce, and I'm pretty sure that that tray there is peppers, but I'm not sure. Just pretty sure. Yeah, I think we might just pull out what we can here and reseed tomorrow. Lettuce in these trays, because it just didn't turn out. I feel like I did everything right, but very well could have missed something. I could go back and watch it. I planted these on a stream. There's really only a couple steps. A little bit of cocoa peat, which maybe that was also my problem, was my cocoa peat was potentially infested with something that was detrimental to my seeds. I can see ants running across these trays, which is pretty commonplace in the Philippines. Ants everywhere, you don't want them to be. But maybe there was ants inside of the cocoa peat. I don't know. I don't know. He's another streamer. Is that mint? Yeah, I'm chewing on mint. We got 1 mint, 2 mints, 3 mints, a bunch of babies. A couple more babies over there. We had a pile of them. This is probably our biggest plant as of now. But I kind of took them out because they were drinking all my water, messing with all my lettuce. Yeah, it was Ivan. I see. Hey, Darren. Wow, so many comments, guys. Thank you. I think the seeds were bad, boss. Yeah, probably were. Chickens love the tops of young plants. I don't know if we've had any chickens in here. Definitely could have. Dang, those trays aren't looking so hot. Hey, PK. Glad to see you in here finally. We were wondering where you were. Yeah, my dad's probably going to be like, I taught you better than this. Do you also build a photosynthesis plant and pipe and cotton? isn't it? No, no, I never heard of that, Ivan, but that sounds interesting. 27 likes, said Levi, or Doug said to me. Norm might be busy with work. What you chewing on, evil Eggman? That's what I was saying to the guys earlier. I miss someone calling me evil Eggman. Mint. Got some mint out. Always chew on mint at the end of the day. We're gonna go get the wife here. That's that too, Darren. Are you watering? It looks like after the farm. House, 5 hours a day. Most days I'm here about 4 hours. Not quite 5. But yeah, we have an automatic watering system and a Blue Lab monitor to make this a lot easier, but sometimes things don't go as planned. These are the ones you did with David. You were pretty specific. You were very specific, so I don't think there was anything you did. Come on, Levi. Those holes need plants in them. Yeah, these holes, we just harvested. But yeah, you're right. They sure do. Can't make money with empty holes. You're right, Darren. I think what we're going to do here, once I get back in the morning, is shuffle all the lettuce around to get one bed that's empty, wash it, move them to another bed, wash it, move them to another bed, wash it. Because we've got 4 beds here. And this bed was just recently cleaned, as you can tell. But I did not get that pipe, apparently. But you could read that one the wrong way. I'm not sure how you would, but I'm sure there's an innuendo there somewhere. Gotta go check on David's stream to keep the trolls away. Oh, glad to see you here, Levi. Yeah, pop it back in whenever you got the time, brother. I think we might end the stream here once we get my wife, but I think we might end it out with Bible study, which may offend someone in here, but I wanted to do Bible study this morning on the stream, and I never did. Oh yeah, that's the one thing I wanted to do before we left. I'm gonna switch my feed barrels. Smells good. Smells like dawn. I busted my feed barrel. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to get it dumped out without getting it all over the ground, but we're going to try. Oh my gosh, these kids. Thank you. Sige, I have to go na. So ano, here. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Sige. I have to go na. So I will see you ano, naga lang. Alrighty.
I will help you.
No, it's fine. It's not a noble gut. Bye-bye. Sige, ingat. Sorry, I can't read the chat with my hands full, apparently. Trying to get you guys a somewhat reasonable shot, which means I can't read the chat. Like and subscribe. Mainly bad-minded people can't read it. They're wrong. It's stone cold. Used to feed chickens with... Yeah, Azula is a great plant. If they're offended by Bible study, they care. The ones that need it the most are you learning all these farming things through someone or watching tutorials. Trial and error is my biggest learning. Are you going to make those chicken cages bigger? One day, we're going to have our own cages. Darren was thinking about the same. I was thinking about the same thing. Chicken cages are going to be turned into a chicken mansion. Yeah, one day we're going to have a completely different setup, but probably with completely different birds too. Because these birds are just about 3.5 years old at this point. They were 3 years old at the beginning of the year, so we're in their 5th month now, so I'd imagine they'd only lay for about a month or two more. I don't know, I guess some birds lay 5 years, but I don't know that I can expect these birds to do that. They've had a pretty rough life. Not while I've owned them, but before I owned them. And I don't know, maybe you guys think the cages are too small. But that's just how they make the cages here in Asia. I feel like all of Asia, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, we're gonna build our own custom cages one day soon. But probably with different chickens. That's we invested 45,000 pesos in the birds and cages, and then built a 150,000 peso barn. The barn doesn't have to be a chicken barn forever. It could be something else. In fact, it'd probably be more profitable being something else. Like, I've been half tempted just to put walls on it and turn it into a mushroom greenhouse. Because I've seen a couple different guys make real good money with mushrooms. think you can stand to do more than double your money on mushrooms. Because all you got to do is get the spores and then continue to get spores off of the old mushrooms. I never seen anyone buying laying chicks, maybe. 5 to 6 years in great condition with no setbacks normally. Well, yeah, these birds were starved to death at year 2. Most of them died before we got our hands on them. But they molted and came back and are laying jumbo eggs for us now. But that's why there was $45K for 200 plus birds, because they were basically dead. Because the cages, if the cages were brand new, they would have been like $150K worth of cages. So we got a steal. But we also wound up investing more than $45K in feed before we got our first egg. So, because it was months. And it wasn't good for my head to think of feeding birds without any eggs. Because now when a bird doesn't lay an egg, I'm like, we fed them eggs for feed too long without eggs. And now my mind's like, I'll just keep feeding them. Sooner or later, they're going to lay eggs. That's my alarm to feed chickens and come and get my wife. But as you can see, I've achieved all of my goals. So we're going to go ahead and do Bible study. Yeah, we are breeding them. But we don't have any males. So what we did was we bred them to black Australorps. Because black Australorps are about as good at laying as the calbs that we have. The calbs are leghorn crossed with something. It's about time to eat the birds. Maybe you can catch and cook one day, then pluck and prepare another day. Yeah, pluck and prepare. That's a good idea for YouTube, maybe. Are you, yeah, we're breeding new stock. You're early for once. Yeah. Why? We did it on purpose. That way we'd have time to do this Bible study. Alright, what should we read? I think Daniel was the last thing we read. I think we read Daniel 2, so we'll read Daniel 3. Hey Jap, how's it going? Do they have the breed of Lisa Brown in the Philippines? I'm sure they do. I haven't seen any. It's not industrialized farm like it is in Africa and other parts of Asia. It's just the DeKalbs that I've been seeing. We do have DeKalb Browns, which might be Isa Brown with DeKalbs. But DeKalbs, I think, are hybrids. Maybe they're purebred now because of the generation thing. But if they were purebreds, then you'd think you'd find more males. I feel like they're just breeding leghorns or something else. That's why you can't find the males. You can find leghorns, but I also don't know what the females are. But anyhow, so we're breeding the DeKalbs to the black Australorps, and the black Australorps aren't 100% black Australorp either. They're half native, so it's not a great mix. We need to find some purebred black Australorps to breed. There's Jap. Hey Darren. Alright. Daniel 3. King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold whose height was 60 cubits and its breadth 60 cubits, and set up a plain of Dora in the province of Babylon. Then King Nebuchadnezzar set together the satraps, prefects, governors, counselors, and treasurers, and justices, the magistrates and all the officials of the provinces and came to the dedication of the image. I think we did read this one. This is them in the fiery furnace. I think we did read this. I don't really have any thoughts about that. Brain rot, I think, is my thoughts about it. I was reading about Daniel yesterday. Yeah, Daniel got a lot of end times things in it. But I do think we did do Daniel 3, so let's do Daniel 4. Yeah, Visa Browns were here in Australia, which were laying color eggs. Laying up to 6 to 7 years. Wow. Maybe we need to figure out where I can get some Visa Browns. Alright, Daniel 4. King Nebuchadnezzar, to all the people and nations of languages that dwell on the earth, peace be to you and be multiplied. Peace be multiplied to you, And it seemed good to me to show the signs of wonders that the Most High God has done for me. How great are the signs, O mighty his wonders. His kingdom is everlasting kingdom, and his domain endures from generation to generation. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was as a race in my house. Was at ease in my house. My brain, I need more water apparently. At my house, prospering in my palace. I saw a dream that made me afraid. I was laying in my bed, fancying of dreams and visions in my head alarmed me. So I made the decree that the wise men of Babylon should be brought before me, that they might make known to me the interpretation of the dream. Then the magicians and the enchanters and the Chaldeans and the astrologers came in, and I told them the dream, and they could not make known to me its interpretation. At last Daniel came before me, named Belteshazzar, after the name of my God, whom I is in the spirit of the holy gods. I told him the dream, saying, O Belteshazzar, chief of the magicians, because I know that the spirit of the holy God is in you, and no mystery is too difficult for you, tell me the visions of my dream as I saw there in their interpretation. The visions in my head as I lay in bed were these. I saw, behold, a tree in the midst of the earth, and its height was great, and the tree grew and became strong. At the top reached to the heavens, and was visible to all the end of the whole earth. And its leaves were beautiful, and its fruit was abundant, and the food was on it for all. The beasts of the field found shade under it, and the birds in the heavens lived in its branches, and all the flesh was fed from it. I saw in the vision in my head, as I laid in bed, behold, a watcher, a holy one, came down from heaven. He proclaimed aloud and said, thus, chop down the tree, and lob off its branches, strip all of its leaves, and scatter its fruits. Let the beasts flee from under it, the birds in the branches, and leave a stump and its roots in the earth, bound with a band of iron and bronze, amid the tender grass of the field. Let it be wet in the dew of heaven. Let it be his portion of the beasts of the grass and of the earth. Let his mind be changed from a man, and let it be the beasts that he has given to him. Let 7 periods pass over him, and the sentence is by the decree of the watchers, the decision by the word of the holy ones, to the end of the living, made known the most high rulers of the kingdom of men, gives it to whom he and all, and sets over it the lowest of men. This dream I, Nebuchadnezzar, saw, and O Belteshazzar, tell me the interpretation, because all the wise men in the kingdom are not able to make known to me the interpretation, but you are able, for the spirit of the holy God is in you. Then Daniel, who was the name Belteshazzar, was dismayed for a while, when his thoughts alarmed him. The king answered and said, Belteshazzar, let not my dream interpretation alarm you. Belteshazzar answered and said, My lord, may the dream be for those whom you hate, the interpretation for your enemies. The tree you saw, which grew and became strong, and its tops reached the heavens, and visible by all the earth, whose leaves were beautiful, and the fruits were abundant, in which food was for all. Under the beasts of the field were found shade, and those branches of the birds lived. It is you, O king. You have grown to become strong, and your greatness has grown and reaches the heavens and the dominions to the ends of the earth. And because the king saw a watcher, a holy one, coming down from heaven, saying, chop down the tree and destroy it, and leave the stump and roots for the earth, bound with a band of iron and bronze, and tender the grass of the field, and let him wet the dew of the heaven, and let the portion be with the beasts of the field till 7 periods of time pass over him. This is an interpretation, O king. It is a decree of the Most High, which has come upon my lord the king, which shall be driven from among men, and your dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. You shall be made to eat the grass like oxen, and you shall be wet with the dew of heaven. 7 periods of time shall pass over you, till you know the Most High rules over the heavens of men, gives to whom he wills. And it was commanded to leave the stump with the roots of the tree, and the kingdom shall be confirmed.
Why too early since earlier?
Because I'm doing Bible study.
Oh.
The kingdom shall be confirmed for you from the time that you know that the heaven rules. Therefore, O king, that my counsel be acceptable to you, and break off your sins by practicing righteousness, and the iniquities by showing mercy to the oppressed. Hello, baby. That they may perhaps be lengthening to your prosperity. Brown eggs are most expensive here in the Philippines. Yeah, they sure are. Easter brown eggs weigh up to 70 to 90 grams each on average. Wow, that's awesome. That's a lot more than what mine are weighing on average. I only realized you weighed the eggs big or small. Yeah, we got jumbo, XL, large, medium, and small. Brown eggs worth more here. Coop to cook, cluck to cook, pluck to plate. I think pluck to plate. All right, verse 27 of Daniel 4:28. All this came upon the king. At the end of 12 months, he was walking on his rooftop of the royal palace of Babylon, and the king answered and said, Is this not the great Babylon which you have built in the mighty power of the royal residence, and for the glory of my majesty? While the words were still in the king's mouth, therefore there he fell a voice from heaven, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to you it is spoken, the kingdom has departed from you, and you shall be driven from men, and dwelling shall be in the beasts of the field, and you shall be made to eat grass like an oxen for 7 periods, and time shall pass over you until the Most High rules over the kingdom of men and gives to whom he wills. Immediately the word was fulfilled, and Nebuchadnezzar was driven from among men and ate grass like an oxen. His body was wet with the dew of heaven, and his hair grew as long as the eagle's feathers, and his nails as the bird's claws. At the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted my eyes into the heavens, and my reason returned to me, and I was blessed the Most High, praised with honor, who lives forever, in his domain and everlasting dominion. And his kingdom endures from generation to generation. All inhabitants of earth are accounted as nothing, and he does according to his will among the host of heavens, among the inhabitants of the earth. Sorry, I lost my inhabitants of the earth. None can stay from his hand and say to him, What have you done? At the same time, my reasoning returned to me, the glory of my kingdom, my majesty, my splendor was returned to me. My counselors, my lords, sought me and established my kingdom, and still more greatness was added to me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol the honor of the King of heaven, for all of his works are right, his ways are just, and those who walk in pride he is able to humble. Wow, we're almost at 30 likes, guys. Can anyone else hit that like button? Amen. Thank you, Bill. It's a mouthful. 37 verses, but each verse could be two. But yeah, I have a hard time with dream interpretations. I like Joseph's interpretation of dreams better than Daniel's. Yeah, pluck the plate is my favorite too. We could look for some wild growing herbs or veggies or kamote or King Kong or something. Yeah, do like a King Kong adobo with chicken. Darren, you must be managing mod. I don't have the option to put you in timeout. Whoa, really? Yeah, he is managing mod. Aren't you managing mod? Yeah, you're managing mod as well. Bill is managing mod. I think Jap's the only one that's not. Yeah. And again, I would give PK mod, but he's already got a lot of channels. But I guess so does Darren and Bill. So I don't. It's not a good. And Doug too. Doug could be mod, but. Oh boy, it's 4 o'clock, guys. I think we're gonna have to end the stream. I didn't know Darren was. Yeah, I didn't know that either. It must have been because he was here at the beginning. I mean, OMG, losing my religion? Why are you losing your religion? Yeah, dude. That's still a catch and cook type of real. It's also highlights from the chickens. And what do you do with your channel and farm? Yeah. Nice PK, Mike. And Charm are great people. I feel like I'm missing so many comments somehow. Yeah, they're all here. Losing my religion. Good, they're pretty. Go in there and get prayer, I guess. My wife always wants me to be with her in prayer.
Amen.
Yeah, mom is, coming na.
O, di lang si Lola Christine doon na amo lang daw yung
And we have lettuce to sell.
Yeah. Mom is there?
No, 4:20.
4:20 she
But
said.
they very well could be landing at any moment. Alright guys, we're driving. Can't read the
bye
comment.
everyone.
No, I'm not saying bye. We're almost to 30 likes.
Yeah, so I should go deeper. We'll dance together for the second time.
Who knows if my phone runs the whole time.
Bye-bye.
If my phone runs the whole way back to Blue Spruce, we could get 40 or 50 likes. But we're at 25%, so. You guys are just going to get a ride to Cataclan with us. I don't think that the police will be out checking papers.
I should go to my baby. Very big. It's fine.
They're off.
Hello everyone.
That's the pretty baby. Sobrang init. Yeah, we got all the Australians in today. J-Boy was in, Darren was in. Norm's the only one that hasn't joined yet, but he's probably busy working. Yeah, hopefully there's no people checking papers, because the papers are so not complete on this tricycle yet. They're complete on the motorcycle, but it says motorcycle without sidecar. Oh, that guy was going fast.
What's it? It's enough, the one that's from tomato.
Cucumber. Maybe it is tomato.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Five of that.
Huh?
5 pieces.
Is there only 5?
Yeah.
What else went in there? What went beside them if there's only 5?
5 pieces.
Yeah, the Thai bays wouldn't come up then. Yeah, maybe it is tomatoes. I was thinking it was peppers, but maybe it is tomatoes. We'll see when the fourth leaf comes. We'll know for sure.
The first line there was pink, and then maybe it was eggplant.
Maybe. We will see. We'll know what they produce whenever they produce it. But yeah, I think that's going to be thoroughly upset about it. We'll see. They're doing wire work. If anybody's new, like, comment, and share. Subscribe. Go ahead and share it while you're at it. Hit the notification bell. Very low tide. Driving. Why?
Purple like jumping.
There's holes in the road. Yeah, I'd like to try to be leaving the Blinky by 4:20. I don't know if that'll be possible. It was 4:07, I think, when I said we're driving. It takes about 10 minutes if you go 40 kilometers an hour to get to town or get to the market. We're not going 40, so it's going to take about 15 minutes. Like and subscribe. David always says that at the end of his streams. I don't even know if we're still streaming. Can't see. My live streams, Jay, once my regular people get the notification, there's almost always about people in the room anymore, which is awesome, because then that means for every hour that I stream with all the people in the room, I'm getting 10 watch hours, or almost. If I get 4 watch hours, it's worth it for every hour that I stream. If I don't, then it's more worth it for me to make some video, because I'll get 3 watch hours on every video. I don't think there's too many people that are watching the live streams after they post, so I think I'm going to try to figure out how to set it so it quits posting now, and then leave it for members only when I get to that point. So we're going to dinner in Poblacion, you said, maybe? Because isn't there family dinner? Or not?
That's what I said. There's also family dinner later. I didn't realize that before when Amanda told me that there will be family dinner.
Yeah.
You already know it?
I just assumed because it's a Friday.
Also, we never say that today is Friday.
I mean, I did, because this is the last Friday. I said that this morning. Or the second, there's one more Friday left, is what I said. It's just sad because we've gotten in such a routine of doing what we've been doing. I don't know what we're going to do with all of our lives if I never bring you to class. You're just going to spend all of your time with me in the garden, or are you going to work and I have to fetch you in Aklan? What about our baby? Life is going to change very soon, but that's the thing, life is always changing. There's always a season. We should have read Ecclesiastes today instead of Daniel. Daniel produces their own feeds from buying thousands of kilos. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about that. We were in a hot spot where there's way too many individuals using cell phones.
Many people listen to
Maybe. But yeah, we appreciate anyone who might still be watching. We're on our way to pick up my parents at the airport, so if you guys want to see what the airport looks like from the road or the pickup spot, never been to Boracay, And keep watching. It's coming soon. Hmm? Pacific. Whew. Thank you guys for whoever's still in here. We made it to the airport.
Monday, we will go to the beach.
Mama's going to the beach. I guess I will too. They're going to be a good 10-20 minutes. If that was the plane that just landed. I'll get my phone out. That way I can see my dad's chat. Holy cow. Sometimes everyone isn't here at one time. Hmm?
Them no.
You can see him?
No, I said it's them, the airplane.
Yeah.
Take a picture of her. The row, like here, you will be here, and then the background is there. Okay? Wow.
If I can stay in here for long enough to tell you guys thank you, then I would turn the stream off. But it starts buffering every time I get ready to say something.
I want she will be
Okay.
not in a tricycle. Oh. There. Oh. There. So heavy, daddy.
Smile. Say pretty.
So cute, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To read some of the.
No, no. Oh my goodness, you guys.
Wow. You've lots about mods, but Zariah, don't fart. It's not like a woman to fart. All right, who's still in here? Drop sevens in the chat if you're still here. PK, Jap, J-Boy, Darren, Bill, Stone Cold.
I know you want it. I know you want it. Did you chat, Mom?
No, Doug Smart.
That we're here?
No.
Good girl. You get the laughing. You get the getting. And you get getting. Good girl. I know you got it. I know you want it. I know you want it. Good girl.
There's another Cebu Pacific, so I don't know how you'll know which
What time
Cebu.
is it?
31?
No, that's not the one.
Oh, okay. They're never late here. Doug Smart was in here. Ivan. Who else was in here? Sorry, my wife keeps asking me questions. I'm trying to shout out to everybody that was here. Kay, Jerry, Christian, quite a few other people, I'm sure. God bless every single one of you. Let's try to see if we can't get all the messages pop in here. I'm sure someone put a 7 in the chat. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I had missed all these chats since we parked. Wow. Oh my, I thought there was a lot of chats before. Yeah, Bill, we did lose a lot of people. We still got 5 people in the chat, it says to me. Auto comments manually switch back to live chat. Yes, PK. It'll be soon, live again soon. I Facebooked him. Yeah, about the buffering. Cool, you're back. Nice, Bill. It's very hot in the Philippines, dry season, no rainy months. Yeah. PK, 35% of the comments on the live were hers. You must be talking about a different live. I don't know any gals in here. Stone, I know, dude. I comment a lot, but I wouldn't beat her. Please, it's enough. Yeah, sorry. Dude, the doom loop. I don't even know yeah. More positive energy is needed. Yes, Bill, refresh it. Needed. Okay. Then Jay and K's channel nearly start. Darren, me also. Oh, I'm special now? 2.5 years of the channel for me. On J and K, that's a long time to be watching them. I've only watched J and K since December. Then started with them on January. It was pretty wild how they just were interested, just because my clan name. Karen was real excited to come out and see what we were doing. Started watching that Philippine Life first. Yeah, that Philippine Life is number 1 in Panay. Same here, Michael Bianca back in the day. Yep, right signal. Hey Jake, Isawi, how many books of the Bible have you read? All of them. More than once. I'm not trying to brag, I just went through Bible school, so I had to read all of them more than once. Hey Highlander, what's up? Later, Levi J and Baby Z. Alright, PK, catch you later. I know it's pretty annoying, the doom, what did Jap call it? Doom wheel. Showing us the beach and sea, please. There you go. I want to do my happy dance for you guys if it would buffer. Bye bye guys. All right. Yeah. Anyone not like? Can someone hit the like? Anybody that's in here? We only got 3 people in the room. God bless you guys. Have fun. See ya. All right. I'm sure it says 30 for you guys, but it says 29 for me. But God bless you all, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. It's 30 likes. All right. Later.